Here we are, finally, at the 5th attempt. It's been an odyssey, a fucking odyssey. Pardon my language, but it's since, and I'm really pissed off. Okay, really pissed off. Again, I shared the link for this lesson. Again, the link can be used. For I had to attempt this live 4 times. 4 times. That's incredible. I'm ranting. I know it. I'm ranting, but it's impossible. It was impossible. Okay. By the way, we are doing our lesson now. So if you have a topic you want to talk about, a topic you're interested in, and that is open, then we can start. Okay. I see that there are 2 people now. Okay. 4 p.m. and now it's 4 p.m. and a half. Okay. So it's not that great. Maybe it's because of Friday the 17th. Okay. I'll write it down. If you have a topic you're interested in, please write it down below. Okay. I don't have a real topic. I haven't prepared in a hurry. Okay. For there's a possibility. I hope it will become a reality, and not only a possibility, that I'll work as a teacher, okay, in a private school in Italy, and I had to do some things, okay, and I had maybe 4 interviews for my main channel. For this is a channel where I teach Italian, but okay, when verbs can be masculine or feminine. Verbs cannot be masculine or feminine, Janet. By the way, hi, how are you? You're always there. Thanks. Verbs can't be masculine or feminine. Maybe you're talking about the finals, okay? So how they end, but that is another topic. So there's no masculine or feminine verb. Verbs are not masculine or feminine. They are neutral. Okay. And as I said, I was in a hurry, so I haven't prepared anything. Okay. I had to edit 4 interviews, 4 very long interviews, to some of the most known, okay, some of the most discussed politicians in Italy. Okay, I interviewed the leader of the Communist Party, the leader of the of the most conservatist party. That is not Lega Nord, it's another party. It's Popolo della Famiglia. So I had to edit all this week. Okay, for all this week I edited, and then I had this meeting this morning. 2 meetings for this possibility. I hope it will become a reality. I hope so. And I previous video of the previous live, that couldn't be shown. Okay, that live that didn't work. So now we are here again in the same situation as the previous week, as the last week, and we, as we say in Italy, ce la cantiamo. Thanks, thank you. Those interviews, I don't know if you're talking about interviews with the politicians or with the for the job, okay? But by the way, thank you. The interviews with the politicians, I'm sure they will go well as they share them, okay? Capabilities, okay, and my possibilities. I'm sure about what I can do, but it doesn't depend on me. It depends on them, and I'll have I'll try to have a 1 hour lesson Tuesday, maybe. I don't know if I'm correct. And if it's okay, then I'm in. Okay. But it could be pretty difficult. Okay. I'm really thrilled by this possibility. Features of theater in the way I teach. Okay, so improvising, let them improvise, letting them speak, use English. Okay, it can be interesting, and I hope it will all go well, as I'm. It's a life-changing occasion, okay, for me. But if things don't go the right way, I'm not that that frightened. Okay, I have plans using this channel, using that channel, using all my other little works, little gigs. Okay, but is there an? I see 3 people. If you have a topic you're interested in, please write it down. If you're interested in some topic in particular, okay, so that we can talk about it. Janet has asked if when verbs can be masculine or feminine, but verbs don't have masculine and feminine. Okay. Well, I think you you saw this feature of language in Arabic. Arabic as masculine, feminine, and as singular and double, and plural starts from the third person, and the verbs accords to the number of people and the sex of the subject. Arab works that way. Italian doesn't. Adjectives do, names do, adverbs don't. I'm trying to think if there's something that changes. There isn't something according to. If you want to talk about something in particular, please write it down. As I said, I'm not. I feel totally unprepared, as I had little time for myself this week. So, but I really like to read all your requests and trying to talk about those topics. So how's the weather in Scotland today, Janet? Com'è il tempo oggi in Scozia, Janet? Com'è il tempo? How's the weather like? What's the weather like? What's the weather like? Com'è il tempo? The weather here is very sunny. Qui è molto. There is a lot of sun. Okay, literal translation. Yesterday it It was very rainy, okay? There were storms. Ieri ha piovuto moltissimo, c'erano dei temporali, and I have two cats, and they were both very afraid of the weather, ok? Ho due gatti e tutti e due erano molto spaventati per il tempo. Ho due gatti. I have two cats, ok? Do you hear me well? Let's make a check. I'm sure you will do fantastic. You teach very well on video, so I can imagine you would be amazing teaching in class. I was thinking of andata stata. Maybe I'm confused. Okay, now I understand what you're talking about. Allora, the thing you're talking about is the past verb, and at times is a verb. Okay, yes. It's used in combination with avere or essere, quindi to be and to have, okay? Part of the verb, okay? Sono andato, sono andata, sono andati. It's yeah, you got me. You got me. This type of part of the verb changes accordingly to the subject and to the number of subjects. So, for example, let's take andato andata. Andato, I've gone, okay? So, sono andato, to be gone, okay? Literal translation, but its real translation is I've gone. Sono andato, io sono andato. I, for I am a man, okay? So, sono doesn't change, for it's neutral. Andato, it's the participle. Andato, for I am a man, okay? If I were a woman, okay, it would have been sono andata. It's for the female. Feminine plural is the e, so andate, i, andate, so i, okay, i, andate. I have to check the reflection of the camera. Andati is for the masculine or neutral plural, okay? For example, gatti, plural of gatto, cat, cats. Cats is neutral. It's not masculine or feminine. Well, maybe someone can say gatte, feminine plural of cats. But if we are talking about some animals, the plural is neutral, okay? It's like saying gente, okay? Gente is neutral, okay? Even if it ends with e, okay? That is true. Okay, you got me. You got me. Okay. What do you think about teaching with elements of theater? What do you think about it? It can be that it protects my house from the door. Connection unstable. Yes. Connection broken. Now we are here again. I saw that many people saw the lesson through the video and not live. And I'm thinking, are they really useful, even if type of interaction? La connessione è saltata di nuovo. Linkem. My internet provider is Linkem and che connessioni internet avete? Che connessioni internet avete? What internet providers do you have? What internet providers? I want to check the names. Voglio vedere i nomi. I want to see the names. Okay, literal translation. I think using a literal compose the phrase. Oh, do you like the new kind of lesson I'm doing using dialogues? Just to let me know. 2 partecipanti. Lincoln. Thanks, Lincoln. Yeah. The connection talk about, please let me know in the comments. I see that there are 3 persons now. 3 account connected. So if you want to talk about something in particular, please write it down. Okay. I would be interested to learn about theatre. In Scotland, the biggest internet provider are BT, British Telecom, and Sky. Is Sky an internet provider? Sky is it's only a how can I say that? A video company, a TV company in Italy. It only transmits programs and series and TVs and channels, and that's all it does. Sky. Maybe it's another Sky. It's not that Sky. Maybe it uses Sky as a word to convey that meaning. Yes, Sky broadband. That actually is an apple juice. Okay, it's strange. Okay, internet provider. Yeah, that's strange. That's cool. Oh, ancora la connessione instabile, che valle, però veramente non è possibile. Again, the internet provider. I'm really losing it. I hate this. It means to change it. Okay, we have Sky TV, but also Sky Broadband. Maybe it's you're ahead of us, and they'll use it here. They'll make it here. They'll try here to sell their broadband. That could be interesting. In Italy, there are not great connections, great internet providers. There are no great internet providers. Maybe the optic fiber is better, but in the city I live in, there's no optic fiber. So, okay, you'll be interested to learn about theater. Ok, allora, il teatro in Italia. Theater in Italy. We have lots of theaters in Italy. Abbiamo tanti teatri in Italia. We have tanti, a lot of teatri in Italia, in Italy. One, mostly they are owned by the church or or Catholic association o da associazioni cattoliche, so Chiesa, Church, associazioni cattoliche, Catholic associations. We are experiencing a loss of theaters and structures. A lot of them are shutting down. Stiamo vivendo in una... Minchia, che connessione. stiamo vivendo un periodo in cui we are living un periodo in cui, in a period in which theaters, i teatri are shutting down, stanno chiudendo. It's very sad, è molto triste, very, molto sad, triste. I think it's natural, penso sia naturale, for not many people like theater, persone al teatro in Italia, ok? Theater is enforced as a topic in elementary and middle school with courses, ok? Mandatory courses, quindi il teatro è is introduced nelle scuole, in middle schools and elementary schools, nelle scuole elementari, nelle scuole medie, in a mandatory way, in modo obbligatorio. This hate for theater comes from, e penso che venga da lì l'odio per il teatro. I think that hating theater comes from that thing, ok? Penso che odiare il teatro venga da quella cosa. Cioè, hating, odiare, theater, il teatro, venga da quella cosa, from that thing, ok? We don't have a real passion for theater. Non abbiamo una vera passione per il teatro, as Italians, ok? Come italiani. So much so that a few shows go sold out, ok? Così tanto che solo pochi show hanno la sala piena è sold out, ok? Comedians, comici, YouTube stars, star di YouTube, and ok, alle volte comedies, se sono davvero famose, if they're really famous. At times, politicians and journalists, but theaters are not really the center of culture in Italy, ma i teatri non sono al centro della vita culturale in Italia, ok? That's a shame. È una vergogna. Shame, vergogna. I'm starting the arts, music, culture, and history, a few of the things why I do Italy. No, it's been a long time since theaters are going downhill since the 1990s, ok? Per gli anni 90, the 90s, ok? It's true that some theaters are resisting, are thriving because of tourism. È vero che alcuni teatri stanno reggendo grazie al turismo, thanks to tourism. For example, La Scala di Milano, I think it's sold out. We think it would be sold out even if there were no tourists, ok? Che penso sarebbe piena anche senza i turisti, ok? For it has a name, ok? Its brand helps it work, ok? Maybe even the Piccolo di Milano, forse anche il Piccolo, great theater, and are suffering from 20, 30 years. I've suffered for 20, 30 years, okay? many theaters are now owned by the municipality, ok? Molti teatri sono del comune, della città, and are given on loan, ok, to some cultural associations, ok? E sono dati in affitto a associazioni culturali. That these associations are really in a bad shape, ok? A lot of them, if not the majority. Queste associazioni non stanno benissimo per la maggior parte. For even associations in Italy are not very followed. Perché anche le associazioni in Italia non sono molto seguite. We say a thing in Italy regarding our people. We tend to look at our garden, ok? Guardiamo al nostro giardino. So we tend to look, live in a little space, quindi viviamo nel nostro piccolo spazio, non abbiamo molta vita culturale. Maybe it's because not so many people in Italy have a university degree, forse perché non molta gente in Italia ha una laurea, university degree. Not so many. It's like I don't remember well the data, but it's really low. It's like we are, if not the last in Europe, we are near the last place in Europe as the percentage of university of people having a university degree, ok? Quindi siamo veramente pochi ad avere una laurea. The system, ok, il sistema pushes you to choose works that don't require a university degree. Il sistema ti spinge, pushes you to search for jobs, a cercare lavori that don't require, che non richiedono a university degree, ok? There is a high demand of workers for this job, for these jobs. C'è una richiesta di lavoratori per questi lavori, alta richiesta, a higher research, an higher, oh shit, I said it, I have it on my, why? Richiesta, grande richiesta of workers in these works, and so people tend to interrupt studies and go to work doing these works. Così la gente tende a lasciare gli studi e fare questi lavori. Do these jobs. Choose these jobs. Works that require university degrees often use stage and I don't remember the word, tirocinio. I don't know if there's a word in English. There must be, but maybe it's stage. We use both words. Okay. Internships and this connection is down. Is forever down. Are we going up? Are we not? Okay. Fuck Lincoln. Pardon my vocabulary. But works that require a university degree don't pay or don't pay well. Ok? Gli stage e i tirocini o non pagano, don't pay, non pagano, or don't pay well, o non pagano bene. Ok? So people tend to choose not so beautiful works, okay? non lavori così belli, but works that can give you a certain stability, ok? Ma lavori che ti possono dare una certa stabilità, a certain certa stabilità. I don't know if you know it, non so se lo sapete, but Italians tend to leave their parents' home very late, ok? In their 30s, ok? Gli italiani tendono a andarsene da casa dei genitori, parents, genitori, home, casa, very late, molto tardi, very, molto late, tardi. For this exact reason, okay? There's no certainty in work, and there are not so many opportunities, okay, in Italy. That's why people tend to migrate somewhere else in Europe. Ecco perché tanta gente, tanta gente, a lot of people, tende a emigrare altrove in Europa, somewhere else in Europe, or even in America, ok? C'è una stagnazione in higher paid jobs, positions, in posizioni people tend to stay in office for longer, ok? Gli anziani in queste posizioni, the old people in these positions, tende a restare nell'incarico per un bel po' di tempo, ok? For a long time. And so, combining this thing with the fact that you stop working at 70s, sometimes 67, 70s, okay? That's the barrier, okay, the barrier to stop working. And so old people stop working at 76 or 70, 67 or 17 or 70, and you have a bad situation. Quindi la gente tende a andare in pensione a 67-70 anni e hai la situazione in cui viviamo, ok? For example, per esempio, I have a degree, a university degree, ho una laurea, ok? In a private school. Questa opportunità in una scuola privata has come to me only at 33, ok? Mi è stata data solo a 33 anni. And it's not certain, ok? It's not certain that they'll give me a possibility, ok? Non è certo che mi daranno una possibilità. Speriamo, mi piacerebbe tanto. 23, ok? Ho lasciato casa dei miei genitori a 23 anni, but to do so, in order to do so, ma per farlo, I had to work as a clerk, a supermarket clerk, part-time, ok? Ho dovuto fare il commesso di supermercato part-time for a lot of years, per tanti anni. Per fortuna, luckily, I had the opportunity to use my time. Ho avuto il mio tempo fare qualcos'altro, something else. And so I managed to, sono riuscito a to become the president of a cultural association il presidente di un'associazione culturale. I managed to become the manager, okay, of a collana editoriale, okay, of a publisher. Okay, I worked under a publisher, managing two lines, okay, in my free time. That is all in my free time. Questo è tutto nel mio tempo libero, free time, tempo libero. I managed to publish 14 books, write and publish 14 books, ok? Sono riuscito a pubblicare 14 libri, scrivere e pubblicare, write and publish. And I managed to marry my fiancée, quindi sono riuscito a sposare la mia fidanzata, la mia allora fidanzata, and that it's not ability to do so. Non è semplice in Italia avere la stabilità per farlo. That gave me the opportunity to do a lot of things, but things that do not build a career, okay? As we say in Italy, la cultura non ti dà il pane. In Italy, okay? La cultura non ti dà il pane translates into culture doesn't give you bread, okay? So let's see how it goes. I hope it goes all right. I have something to ask you. We've come to the 42nd minute, okay? 1 hour and a half instead of 1 hour, so that more people could come. Okay, I'm studying a degree with honors in psychology and counseling. They're hard work. I know. My wife is a psychotherapist, not a psychologist, is a psychotherapist. Okay. Mia moglie, my wife, is a psychotherapist, è una psicoterapista, psicoterapeuta, terapista male, terapeuta female, okay? Or maybe they can be both used. I don't remember it. By the way, let's say psicoterapeuta. Psicoterapeuta is more correct. Psychotherapist, but psicoterapista can be okay as well. So I know how hard it is, and I know how hard it is to treat people and to manage people. Okay, so I know. So this is the situation in Italy. Questa è la situazione in Italia. Questa è la situazione, the situation in Italy, in Italia. I said if we can, I asked if we can stretch it to 1 hour and a half, for I'm having fun. So it's really fun talking with you about topics in English. È divertente parlare con voi di argomenti, topics in English, in inglese. The thing is that I'm not so sure if this format can be maintained through the next weeks. If I'm chosen to be a teacher, to be an English teacher in that school, I'm not sure I'll have the time to do so, but I'll try to, okay? If we don't succeed in doing a real lesson, we can really just talk like this, okay? So that you learn some Italian and I know how to exercise my English, ok? Così che voi, così che, so that you, no? And I can exercise my English. E io posso, I can, citare my English, il mio inglese, my English. So there's a second person here that has not spoken at all. Please write down the topic you want to talk about. Per favore, parla dell'argomento di cui pensi. Ok? Sono veramente interessato a quello che ti interessa. Don't leave Janet alone. Non lasciate Janet da sola, poverina. 1 gigabyte every 1 gigabyte every second in Aberdeen. 1 giga per second or 1 giga per minute? That's incredible. Work and family always come first. Yeah, that's true. Maybe salary and family always come first. That's a necessity. There's a tendency, c'è una tendenza to stay, a stare in their parents' house, the new generation, nella nuova generazione, ok? Connection down. Yes. 1 giga per secondo, mamma mia, incredibile. Anche nella mia generazione, and even, e anche. Waiting for the right opportunity, aspettando, waiting for the right opportunity, per, working opportunity, ok? Opportunità. I preferred not to. Ho preferito di no. 1 gigabyte per second. 1 gigabyte per secondo. In download or upload? I hope download. If it's 1 gigabyte, 1 gigabyte al secondo, vengo lì. I'm getting there. 1 gigabyte per second. Okay. So Janet, do you live alone or do you live with your parents? Well, you said you're studying, so I think you're living with your parents, isn't it? Vivi, stai studiando, you're studying, so quindi immagino, I think, you live, tu vivi with your parents, con i tuoi genitori. Is it right? Well, it's a pity that not so many people write down in the comments. That's really a pity. For I'm here to talk with you, so it's a pity. Un peccato. It's a pity. Peccato coming from religion. Okay? Peccato is peccare, verbo peccare, coming from when peccato is something not right for religion, okay? On a religious basis. Italian be of service to the Italian people. I live and work and study alone. Wow! And giga. Oh, 1 giga upload. 1 giga upload? This line, this modem works at 4 megabytes for every second, okay? 4 megabytes per second. 4 megabytes, not gigabytes, not 40, 4 megabytes, okay? And that is top rank, ok? E questo è uno dei più buoni, ok? There was a stigma, c'era uno stigma on psychologists in Italy, sugli psicologi in Italia, but I think this stigma, I think that this stigma, che questo stigma has vanished, se n'è andato, è sparito. People were suspicious about psychology. La gente era sospettosa sulla psicologia, sospettoso, suspicious. They thought that only crazy people went to therapy. Pensavano, they thought, that only, che solo. Ok. And this thing, e questa cosa, it's present it still persists, ok? E nelle comunità rurali, I saw it in questa connessione detta bloody connection, connessione maledetta. Oh my goodness, the basic connection is 80 megabytes per second upload per second. 4 megabytes was amazing for us maybe 10 years ago. I feel selfie. Yeah. No. 10 anni. 10 anni, 10 years. That's fucking unbelievable. Incredibile. Yeah, but it's 4 megabytes per second. If you don't really believe in this, I can go to there's a site that tells you how's your connection going. C'è un site che ti dice, that tells you how's your connection going, come va la tua connessione, and you can see how uploads and downloads go. Well, in downloads, this is not very bad. This connection is not that bad. Maybe it's 80 megabytes per second, something like that, qualcosa del genere. But in upload, it's really crazy. It's something. But I think that paying a little more, maybe they can let you upload a little more rapidly, ok? Forse ti possono consentire di fare l'upload un po' più velocemente. So we were talking about the situation of psychology in Italy. Quindi parlavamo della situazione della psicologia in Italia. After COVID, and in COVID, we are still in COVID, but I hope that we have it behind. Okay, we passed it. After COVID, psychology is seen as a serious thing, as it should. Dopo il Covid, finally, la psicologia è vista, psychology is seen as something really serious, e la gente tend to go to therapy, andare in terapia easily, ok? Più facilmente, perché la connessione è ancora saltata. La connessione continua a fare bloody connection. Sì, comunque più facilmente. I've seen this through the numbers, through the sheer numbers of clients, of my wife's clients. So this has really changed. I've seen it tramite through the change in numbers, il cambio e l'aumento dei numeri of my wife's clients, dei clienti di mia moglie. It really skyrocketed, ok? È davvero esploso. Maybe COVID has taught us that we can be frail, ok? Che possiamo essere fragili. To get a qualification in Latin to help with the psychology degree. Once I achieve a B level in Italian, I will study a master's degree in Italian. Latin is hard. Latin is hard. Latin is really hard. Studied Latin in high school. Ho studiato, I studied Latino in high school, alle superiori, and I hated it. E l'ho odiato. Maybe because my teacher, yeah, the connection is done again. Yes, that's great. Yes, unstable connection, yes. Attendi mentre tentiamo di rastabilirlo, yeah. My teacher, I still hate that person. Ancora odio quella persona. I don't know why she acted like that. Non so perché. But I hated every single hour of Latin. Ma ho odiato ogni singola, every single hour, ora di latino, of Latin. Okay? That's why I also don't like very much Deutsch, German, and Russian, Russo, for they have the desinence. That's a characteristic of Latin. È una caratteristica del latino that I really don't like. Okay? Too complicated. Troppo complicato. Like compressing words and distorting words this way. That's very... Già l'italiano è complicato. Yet Italian, it's complicated. Italian, it is complicated. It compresses some words. Comprime delle parole. But have you seen German? German with all those words? With also all those words that change regarding to sex, number, cause, that's impossible. That's impossible. That's why the next language I wanna learn is Portuguese. I like Portuguese. Don't tell me that there are desinences in Portuguese. Please. Non ditemi che ci sono desinenze in portoghese. Portuguese. How many languages do you speak, Janet? How many? Quante lingue, how many, quante lingue, languages do you speak? Parli. See, Italian is complicated in something and less complicated than other languages in something else. I only told parli, and its translation is sai parlare, cioè do you know, do you speak, do you know, that's this, the exact same thing. Okay, we've passed the 1 hour threshold. Yes, we are going to the half past 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. Okay, I don't know if there's a person that comes and goes, or if there are more people that come, see, don't like, and go. But seeing how many likes this video has, this live has, I think that there are 2 people. Come on, speak up. Tell me something. The other marvelous to Ash. I'm part Spanish, Portuguese. I'm learning 2 languages. That's great. Part Spanish / Portuguese. Ok. Now, adesso, I'll tell you something. Ti dirò qualcosa. For my heart is in Spain. Il mio cuore è in Spagna. Not literally. Non letteralmente. I really love Spain. Io amo la Spagna. There was a time when I really thought about leaving Italy and going to Spain. C'è stata una volta in cui ho pensato di lasciare l'Italia, leaving Italy, and going to Spain e andare in Spagna. Andalusia is my favorite part of Spain. L'Andalusia è la mia parte preferita della Spagna. My favorite part, la mia parte preferita of Spain, della Spagna. But I love all the auras, ok? Tutte le vibrazioni emotive che mi dà la Spagna. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but I really feel I'm in the right place. Penso di essere al posto giusto. I have some features, okay? My ways of living, okay? I think that Spanish people, penso che che cazzo sta connessione di merda. Those are some swear words. So people who are looking at this, okay, look, the connection has come back. People from Spain are most similar to me than people from Italy. I think so. That's a perception. Penso che la gente che viene dalla Spagna, the people coming from Spain, are more similar, sono più simili to me, a me, the Italian ones, che gli italiani, ok? Italians tends to be, well, maybe northern Italians tend to be closed, okay? Really focused on the garden, on the little space. I am more open, okay? Okay. Please talk. Let me know something. Let me know something, please. Per favore, parlate, fatemi sapere qualcosa. Something else. I love rural areas. Mi piacciono i posti di campagna. Oh, my family is from Benalmadena. I am 54% Spanish, 6% Portuguese, and the rest English. ¿Hablas un poquito de español? ¿Un poquito? ¿Puedes hablar un poquito de español? ¿Conoces el idioma? Well, okay. My family, la mia famiglia, is part Lombard, okay? Let's say 50% Lombard, okay? My grandmother on my father's side was from Crema. Crema, it's a little city south of Milan. My grandfather on my father's side was from, well, he came from Mantua, but he lived a great part of his life in Milan, so he was mostly Milanese, okay? So let's say 25% Milanese, 25% Cremese. I hope it's spelled like that. My grandmother from my mother's side is Arbresh, and I'll let you know what's in Arbresh. And my grandfather from my mother's side was of Neapolitan origin. Quindi mio nonno era di origine napoletana, okay? So let's say it in Italian. Mia nonna, my grandmother from my father's side, dalla parte di mio papà, era di Crema. My grandfather from my father's side, mio nonno da parte di mio papà, era milanese. My grandfather from my mother's side was of Neapolitan origin. Mia nonna dalla parte di mia mamma, nonna, grandmother, mother, mamma, was Arbresh. Era Arbresh. Arbresh is a language minority in Italian. È una comunità linguistica minore, ok? They speak Albanian, parlano l'albanese, but it's not the modern Albanian, non è l'albanese moderno, it's an Albanian coming from, è un albanese che viene da, coming from, those Albanese, quegli albanesi that came in Italy, che sono venuti in Italia during the Ottoman conquest of the Balkans, durante la conquista ottomana, Ottoman conquest dei Balcani, of the Balkans. So, I'm half Northern Italian, half Lombard, and a quarter South Italian, quindi un quarto Sud Italia, and a quarter Arbresh, un quarto Arbresh, even if I don't speak Arbresh. Okay. I heard that Tuscany has a lot of importance in language and history. Well, it's fundamental in language. As I said in the previous lesson, come ho detto nella scorsa lezione, why is there someone parked in front of my house? Why? Okay. Yeah, Tuscan was very important for Italian language. As Italian is based on Tuscan. It's a mixture of Lombard and Tuscan, ok? It's as Manzoni said, è come Manzoni l'ha detto, l'italiano è Lombard put in the Arno, ok? Il lombardo pucciato nell'Arno, ok? Thank you. Yeah, my family history is very interesting. Okay, my computer charge is really going down. I have a quarter of an hour left, and then we'll have to close. Well, maybe we can. Okay, yeah. We have to close. No, not a quarter of an hour. 10 minutes. Okay. Even my computer is not great. Anche il mio computer non è grandioso. Yeah, and my father was how can I say it? Had polio, okay, when he was very young. Ha avuto la polio quando era davvero giovane, when he was very young. So he has a very thin leg, quindi ha una gamba, leg, molto smilza, diciamo, thin, molto magra, molto sottile, thin. And he played basketball on wheelchair, ok? Ha giocato a basket in carrozzina. And with his team e con la sua squadra team, he came second in the Italian championship for basketball in wheelchair. Quindi nel campionato championship of basket wheelchair basketball, di campionato di basket in carrozzina, he came second with this team. È arrivato second with this team. So wow, that's great. That's a thing I always tell people. È una cosa che such a shame about donation. I would happily donate and help with equipment. That's a shame, but I hope that subscriber will come and let me get to the threshold. Okay, let me surpass that threshold and finally get donations from live. And I hope that next week I'm praying, if I'll do a live show, I'm praying that everything goes well. I'm not sure of it, but I'll be very, very clever this time. Next time, I won't share the link of the live lesson. I'll share the link of the channel. I'll share the channel so that people could get to the channel and see the live lesson. But only after the live has started. And maybe donate some internet. Oh yeah, that could be great. Some internet connection. That would be great. I have to check if my internet company can step up my situation, my contract. I have to check if it can. It's a shitty company, by the way. So maybe it can, but at double the price, and the price now is very high. That's 50 euros every 2 months. Sono 50 euro ogni due mesi. That's very high for that connection. And how much do you pay for internet connection? I think it should be a universal right to have an internet connection, but well, let's see how much you pay for that internet connection, and then we'll close the show and go for... Sta morendo, si sta lasciando andare. I've been sharing your channel on Facebook pages for learning Italian. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, that's great. Thanks. I pay £33, about 50 euros. You pay the same as me, but I've had 10-fold or 20-fold, 80 megabytes per, no, 1 giga per second. That's not 100%. No, that's 1000%. That's near, no, okay, it's that's 500% better than me. No, 500 or 5000. Oh, 1 mega and 1 giga is 1000. 4 mega and 1 giga is, oh, okay, it's 250 times more than my connection. 250 times more than my connection for the same price. That's crazy. Okay, so I'm closing the live. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this little talk. Okay, I really appreciated it. And thank you for sharing the channel. That's great. Thank you, really, thank you. I hope these lives could get a broad public. Maybe next time it will be better. I hope so. I'll tell you about the job. Yeah, exactly. And let's see how it goes. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Thank you to everybody who was there. Oh, Big Blob 2006. Thank you, Big Blob. Finally, your comment. Thank you, Big Blob. Okay, see you soon on the next lesson. And have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Have a nice... I don't know if Big Blob is in Europe. So have a nice day, and see you in the next lesson and in the next live lesson. Okay, bye guys.